This week at work, I want to ask you a simple question. Are you feeling knackered, exhausted, tired? Are you feeling frustrated? I certainly am. I've got to tell you, everything just feels really hard at the moment. And here's the reality. I don't think it's going to change. So if that's the case, what do we do? And how do we ensure that in the prime of our economic lives, in the one life we have, to take the aspirations and dreams that we have around and through our businesses in order to manifest them into the future, what can we do differently? So let's just start off with this. The first reason I don't think it's going to change is because we are completely screwed. Take, for example, climate change. Is it real? Is it not? What does the science say? What doesn't the science say? Well, here's the reality. The price of coffee has massively escalated. Cacao beans, the price of chocolate, has gone up over 300% in just 2 years because of floods in Côte d'Ivoire. Coffee because of the drought. Olive oil because of drought. Bees, honey, the price of honey has ramped up. Why? Because of climate change related conditions. So the birds and the bees, and the beans too, are saying it's real. So what do we do as a world? We bring on board a whole lot of climate change requirements and new regulations. And what has it led to? Well, it's led to ships having to sail slower, meaning goods that we buy take longer to get to us, carry more cost, and it has contributed extensively to the cost of living and inflation. If we don't do anything, we're screwed. If we do something, we're screwed. Do we have control over any of it? No, we don't. So what can we do that's practical? And there are a couple of things that I've been thinking about, and certainly what I'm seeing across business. The first is almost everyone feels this way in some shape or form. It's playing out socially, culturally, politically, it's playing out in our economics. So if everyone feels that way in your industry, then set yourself apart. Forcefully, willfully choose an optimistic but practical approach to the future. And that's one in which you take full control only over what you can control. Pay your time and attention to only those factors. If the rest of the folks in your industry are feeling glum and uncertain, lethargic, deciding not to act when they could act, and you choose the opposite approach, by definition, you will get ahead of them. The next thing is, maybe it's wrong to pursue growth, because if there is no growth, it can only frustrate you. So what can you do? You could then rather pursue productivity, efficiency. You could do so by changing your business model. You could systematize your processes, then look to digitize some of them. Make that the new learning. See it as a form of building the skeletal structure of your business for when the wheel turns again and the world does go back into a positive place or space. In the meantime, getting that done will have your team see that you are leading with purpose, with intent. It'll give them purpose and intent behind the function of their work, and it'll allow the business to significantly improve. You might not grow top line revenue, but it'll certainly translate into bottom line profitability. The second benefit of doing that is that if you build your business into those systems in that fashion, in that manner, it feeds you the earliest signals of change. It puts you on the front foot to capitalize on changes in the marketplace, to read the early signals and get ahead of those lethargic competitors. The third reason that you should do this is because in every economy, in every country, in every part of history, in a democracy, the government in power, should it not build and generate positive economy, loses power in the second round of elections. It means that any new parties coming in and politicians leading that charge are going to come in on significantly improving the tax conditions and risk and return reward ratio for business owners. Look back in history, it's constantly been the case. So if you're feeling knackered, if you're feeling tired, if you're feeling exhausted, cut full, call it what you will, carry on. Don't stop. Change your orientation away from specifically growth into efficiency, productivity, digitization. Remain positive in a world where everyone else is not. You'll end up eating their lunch when they then realize they've missed the opportunity. But most importantly, build, continue to build, because that's what you built to do. Until next week at work, build on.